You're kind of just letting him get away with the snare over and over again. The snare's not. It's not like the easiest thing in the world to punish, but it's not a centralized move that you should be throwing out all the time as Puff. Yeah,
Those,
like right there, same thing. Look
yeah.
at the grab. And then
So
again, this one, look, you're behind, right? This you're actually at the perfect distance for this one. And they're doing the nair up here, right? This is not. This is not it. This just loses to dash chance grab. Dash.
so something like basically every or every 10 seconds in this net play match, uh, the Puff would like do the full hop nair and Cody's like dash chance grab it. So when Hungry Buck did it in this zip file, I was trying to grab it to try to implement it, but I really struggled, and you'll probably see that. So so aside from all the other things I'm doing wrong when you look at it, I want to know how to think about how to get the grab, because to me it doesn't make sense how to get the grab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not as inclined to raw grab there. Like, I think he's misrepresenting how automatic it is, I think. Like, I think it's somewhat a situation of, like, if they commit to trying to hit you, then the grab is easier because you are baiting them with your position. So you just like dash away, and if they drift in, you can grab when they're like attacking you from that spot. Um, I am. I think what he's trying to say is that if they spam it, that eventually you will get a punish. So it either sort of breaks down to either like even like they do the nair and then nothing happens, or they do the nair and you get a punish. I am much more likely to do like an up tilt or an up smash in those spots than like a raw grab. I think the raw grab is great if you can get a kill. Sometimes I'll even do like a drill as they land. Like, kind of like the Puff killer is you short hop dash drill, like you short hop dash drill their landing, or dash short hop drill their landing, and then dash back dash in, and they'll like try to grab after the drill, and you can just grab them out of their grab and get like a kill. So that's like one way you could potentially get the kill out of the nair. I think it's not like you can react to where they're going and get the nair. Like I was saying, I think Cody is referring to like if they already sort of commit to trying to hit you with the nair, then you can just sort of dash around it and get a grab. But I would be way more likely to the issue, like basically the reason a lot of good or better puffs will nair there is because there's a lower chance of you being able to grab them and a higher chance of you being able to hit them with something, and they're not going to die out of that. And then like if like essentially there's like a sort of high chance of trading, and they're thinking like, okay, damage 12 damage to me or whatever is definitely worth more at that point. Or like, sorry, from the Puff's perspective, it is more worth it to trade and get that nair damage and get Fox to the percent where up air knocks down than it is to like take the extra damage and then be at like a more of a kill percent, because the grab can kill you at 52 anyway. So it's like, do you understand why they're doing that nair based on what I said?
I didn't quite get what you said, but
Like
I know
essentially
they do it
they're
in, yeah,
either you mess up and you give them like a grab out of the nair or something, which
yeah,
is pretty
yeah.
rare. But the majority of the time, you will just hit them out of the nair, but they will get percentage on you. So, like at the percentage
Oh,
you're at,
if it trades,
what's up?
if it trades,
Yes, if it
yeah.
trades, like I think the percentages were like 12 and 50 or something like that, where like they need their up air to knock down, and they're
Oh,
not gonna die from any move except for grab up their up air. So they're like they're down to just nair. If you back air their nair, it'll just trade. Um, but I sort of don't mind. Like I'm much more likely to just like let them trade and then try to trade again. Can you hear that message? Should I like fix that?
Oh, I can't hear
It's
anything.
probably just on the stream. Give me 1 sec. Somebody's like messaging me on Messenger and it's super loud.
Alright.
Just let me close that really quick. That was my fault for not closing that already. Okay. Should be good now. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really mind the trade in that spot too much because my thought process is like, I am just gonna let them trade more. Like I've said before, Fox and Falco are invincible against Puff if they survive to 80% or higher. And so like I don't really mind trading there. She's gonna get me to her perfect range, sure, whatever, but like I'm not gonna let her up air me anyway. And so like I'm kind of I'll take the trades in those spots there, but I think like if you have a read on the drift, sort of what Cody's saying, and the Puff is doing like a nair that is like bad, like they're gonna try to reach out and hit you with this nair, then yeah, you could just dash dance like pivot grab that nair or something, and then you'll have like a good shot to instantly kill them.
Okay. So it has to be a bad nair, and you still have to like space the grab, basically.
Yeah, if they hit you with like okay, if they try to push in on you, then the grab will work. And if they fade back, then they are not going to be able to punish you even if they hit you with the nair because they're moving back. So
Yeah.
it's just like I said, it's sort of like a risk reward thing on the Puff's end, and I usually just ignore it and just take trades under the assumption that I will take even more trades. But if you have a read on the nair, like I think it's technically optimal to dash dance grab it. Or like I said, if I don't have a perfect read on the drift, sometimes I'll drill the landing and then dash out of the way of their potential grab or whatever.
Okay. Well, okay, we can watch the game then, and
Okay.
then we can talk
Yeah, I'll
about.
either trade there with a back air or an up smash or an up tilt most of the time.
All right.
Um,
And then when I have my next lesson with Cody, I'll say what you said and ask him about that.
Yeah, I think he'll probably just be like, "Well, these nairs you could grab." That's like
Yeah.
my guess of what he'll say. Like, "Well, these like the nairs in that particular game and that exact spot were pretty grabbable." But
Yeah.
not all nairs are gonna be grabbable. What are your thoughts on this game, or like, what are you kind of like looking for here?
Uh, I get hit with the side B a lot, and the snares. I think HBox knows that I don't respond well to it. He probably learned that
Yeah,
from
he
when I
wouldn't be
played.
doing these nairs against like Cody or something.
No.
I think these are sort of not like a chump check, but like a check to see like how good at the matchup you are, similar to what you're saying. Like I think he's kind of checking of like how do you respond to these nairs, and notice that like this is like if you went for a dash back grab on this nair, like let's say you read that Puff was gonna try to come all the way in and hit you with it, and you did a dash back grab, and Puff dips backward like this, she's not gonna get the punish even if she hits you.
Yeah.
You can kind of go in two directions here. You can go in the trade direction and just trade up the percent. And as long as like Puff only wants to trade like twice, but if you can keep getting your percent up, that's not bad. Or you can play like the zero damage strategy where you essentially like you know that Puff is looking for trades here and you can just decide to like shoot some lasers instead and not actually interact with it. I wouldn't be trying to get the grab at this percent because like it's too you're not getting a kill out of it for based on like the amount of commitment you got. If anything, you could like drill dash away or just laser this or up tilt in place for a trade or back air. You have a bunch of options, but those are kind of like the two routes you can go from here is like try to stay at 0 and get as much damage as possible, or take the fact that Puff is giving you free damage in exchange for damaging you. And I think that both are sort of valid. I think if you were trying to play like perfect, you would avoid these and just laser her. And just not allow her to trade any damage with you. But that's not always like 100% practical. This right here, oh, I'm gonna save your life right here. This is like one of the biggest things in the Puff matchup. When Puff full hops, you need to be very aware of this. When she full hops, especially if she does a full hop aerial like this, what do you think you should do here? Like,
in the past, you said run underneath.
Yes. It is, like, very, very, very crucial to run underneath. Like, it's essentially, like, if you don't run underneath there, you are losing the dash dance battle. It's kind of that simple. That, like, if you don't... And you don't need to run underneath, all of them. Like, if Puff is doing this, it's kind of like, you don't... If you don't have time to run under, you don't have to, but... This does, like, okay, so, like, right here, you don't need to run under this one because you have center stage, right? So that's fine. But I would say you gave up a little bit more space than I would like here. I don't think you need to move back this far. Especially, like, dashing back. Like, look at, like, there's no reason to do, like, okay, this laser's fine. This laser's fine. And then, like, why are you dashing back out of this? Like, what will that get you except to corner you, essentially? Like, she can't teleport over here and hit you out of it. But it's just sort of common to try to, like, space her out here, but you're already spacing her out. It's like people who kind of treat Peach dash attack like it has infinite range, and so they try to stay really far from Peach. You can stay, like, one wave dash grab distance away from Puff, as long as you're slightly further than that, and be very safe and also pressure her really well. And I think that's actually one of the things that Cody is the best at, is he's able to maintain his dash dance without making concessions on being like, I will dash dance extra far away so that I don't have to pay as much attention, which is kind of like the normal thing to do there.
Yeah.
So I think like if you are center, you want to hold your center. If you end up off center, which will happen, you want to give up as little space as possible in your dash dance game so that if she full hops, you can go underneath her. If she does a double jump like this, you pretty much always have time, just like a full hop. But yeah, okay, you tried to up smash trade there, and the nair happened, didn't trade, not a huge deal. What I'm going to say is like this. Like right here, if you see this, you need to make sure that you don't decentralize even more. Like, remember, you're trying to hold this central area. And if Puff goes up, like, think of it like, Captain Falcon does those, like, full hop double jump, and then he drifts in at you. And his goal is for you to, like, run back to the corner. And then he'll land with, like, late up air gentleman or something like that to pressure you. And now he has center stage and he's forced you into the corner. This is, like, a very common strategy among characters with high drift. So, like, Puff has the highest drift. Falcon has the second highest drift. What they like to do is they go up. And what they want is when they go up, for you to go over to their maximum drift distance. And then they will just drift slightly less than their maximum drift distance, and now they've successfully cornered you. And that's how they do their, like, dash dance game to try to force you into the corner. And so this is, like, one of the biggest things in the matchup that, like, if Puff goes up, especially like this was like an aerial double jump. If this happens, you see this sort of, like, cone, this landing cone that she could land in with her drift.
Yeah.
So she wants you to see this cone and try to move outside of the cone. But the weakest part of the cone is directly under Jigglypuff. And the issue with avoiding the cone is if she goes up like this and you see this drift cone here. If you stand right outside of the cone, what she can do is she can drift to right here and then side B. And the side B is essentially like when you run up to somebody and you down tilt with Fox to catch their dash back. Yeah. That is essentially her side B. Like, her drift in side B is her big, like, they tried to get away and then they tried to stay away, and I'm going to hard read that. And so that's like one of the big fundamentals of the matchup is that like you can't react to the startup of pound consistently. You can react to the startup of pound if it doesn't hit you immediately, but if she's right on you and she does it, you can't really react. And if you're expecting her to like drift in and land right here, you're not going to be able to deal with it at all, and you'll get pounded in the corner. This has like been Hungrybox's one of his bread and butters for the last like 11, 12 years. So it's something that like every Fox at top level has already like I remember Mewtwo King trying to drill this into my head in like 2014, 2015. And so it's something that like it's like one of the, you know, the classics basically, and you need to learn to avoid the classics, and then he'll have to fight you like it's 2025 for real. So yeah, he does this exact. He actually messes up because he didn't try to do the grounded one, but he's essentially just using his basic strategy where he goes up, and if you don't immediately go underneath him, like Cody dash dances here, and then he mixes up like full hop bears to the side versus like staying low and going for like an up tilt or an up air or like all kinds of things. When you have the center control underneath Puff, she will immediately get scared and she'll jump away and start like hanging onto the corners, which is what you want because you want to hold center.
Yeah.
So this is like one of the big, you just can't fall for this. It's like very avoidable, but it does like make sense why people would go for it, which is why it's such a classic. Okay, hold center. Yeah, this was good because look, he tries to like push you back using like going up here. I would say maybe go here and like up tilt or something, like wave dash to here and up tilt, or short hop back air to kind of like not push yourself so far into the corner here. Like you can defend yourself while still holding center. Yep, you moved forward there. That was good. He's just throwing out this stuff. Like, if he's throwing out these, if you see Puff go above this side plat, man, you got to go in. You got to just go right under her. Because you want to think of it like the scary part for Puff is not being in the air. She's not really afraid of you when she's in the air. She's afraid of you as she lands. That is like her big, like, scared moment. Because she can get grabbed and she can get up smashed, right? And so, like, when you see Hungrybox really wanting to win a match, he just never lands. Like, that's how he does, like, the clutch box, is he just stays moving around and on the platforms, and he never actually comes down, because he doesn't even want to play the landing mix-up. And so when you get underneath Puff, you want to... Don't think of it as, like, you're sharking her in the air. That'll happen every now and then, but you want to think of it as, like, when Puff jumps, you get directly underneath her, and you say, alright, go ahead, come down on me. Like, throw out a move... or don't, and try to do an empty land. It doesn't matter. Like, if you try to come down on me, I am stronger. I will move faster on the ground. I have better moves. If Puff fares you when you're on the ground and she's in the air, it doesn't matter. If you up tilt her and it trades, maybe you get an up air out of it. If you shield it, you can get a shine out of shield. Like, you have so many advantages when you are grounded underneath Puff and she is directly above you. She doesn't actually have, like, a really good way to play that spot. So you're kind of threatening her of, like, do you really want to come down in this spot, which has already been shown to be like a really strong spot for me. And most of the time they won't. But if you don't put yourself in that position, then they're never going to feel threatened to like come down, essentially. And so they just get all their little drift mix-ups and stuff that they want. Are you following so far? Is there anything that's confusing that I've said?
No, yeah, I mean, you've just been talking about when they land, not to get out of the way.
Yeah, because if you get out of the way, you're always open to the side B. That's like kind of like the big thing. And like they can't do the side B every time because it's really punishable. But if you show them that like your algorithm for playing the game is to always dash back when Puff drifts forward, they will catch you with it. So, like, what I've been mostly focusing on right now is, like, staying grounded, holding your position in neutral. Like she is the balloon. You know, like you got to feel a little bit more solid in your positioning. You can't let her push you around. If you let the balloon push you around, she's gonna get into all kinds of nonsense that she shouldn't be able to do. And yeah, it does seem like you're a little bit weak against these nairs. Like you can shield stop back air these. You can, like I said, drill the landing, wave dash back, down tilt if she drifts back. I like the up tilt trade too. There's just like a lot of options that you could be doing there that would do a little bit more than just like dash dancing around it and like looking for the grab. Like remember, if you hit the grab here, she doesn't die anyway. You should really not be going for grab on a mix up unless it's going to kill. That's like the only time you should really be mixing into a grab. And yeah, like right here, I think a much better option, not even a perfect option, but definitely a much better option would be to like cross up drill and just like and like land over here and then dash dance again, but you have center. Yeah, overly risky.
Feel like
What's
I
up?
should be able to just grab that nair directly with it, like from what Cody told me, because it's fully drifted in this one. But I just don't know like how to do it. I guess. Like it just feels like I'll get hit by it if I try to grab it.
Yeah, I think he's codying a little bit. Like I think that if you are currently getting hit by dash back into the corner pound, you should not be trying to grab the nairs. Like it's like a fun little exercise, but it's like grabbing the nair is like, you know, grinding out teching Marth counter or something. Like it's like it's a not a necessary piece of the matchup because these nairs don't actually do anything. Like I said, I don't really try to grab these nairs. I will just trade here. Like I will just trade this nair. I will nair into it or back air it or whatever I want to it, and I don't really care because my goal is to make Puff damage me up to 80. Like I'm already at 20. If you're pre up air knockdown percent, there's an argument to be made for just big camping it. But once you're at 20 and up air knocks down, like 20 to 60 or 20 to 50 is pretty much the same percent. And then once you get past that, you start being able to have better defense. And so it's kind of like, I don't know, like I just don't like getting hit by Puff here. Like you have to think about it, right? Of like, if I take 10 damage, I'm at 30%. What kill confirms does Puff have that work at 30 but not 20? Like basically none of them. Like everything she has that works at 20 works at 30. But if I do 12 damage to Puff and she's at 60 here, I'm like one laser away from an up throw up air, you know? So you have to think a bunch about like the percentage math. And it's not that complicated because you can just set up a few rules of like under up air knockdown percent versus above, and then like around 80 you become like invincible. The main reason why you become invincible around 80 is if she hits a falling up air, like a super late comboable up air, she still can't follow up on it. So up air becomes kind of useful, or useless, I mean, from her end, and which heavily limits her options. And if she fares or back airs you, you just go off stage and side beat a ledge. So she doesn't really have a way to actually like hurt you very easily past a certain percent. But I genuinely don't think you should be trying. I feel like it would be the equivalent of telling someone they should dash dance grab Falco down air. Where you're like, can you dash dance grab Falco down air? Sure. But are you going to spend years trying to grab it and then getting hit and dying? You know, like, is that really necessary when it's not a move that, like the move has more than one counter? You don't need to dash dance grab Falco down air, just like you don't need to dash dance grab Puff nair. Cody is most likely just thinking of the most optimal solution, and he has played 10,000 hours against Puff, and it's really easy for him to dash dance grab that because he's labbed it and practiced it for like hours.
It might also be that most of them I was behind the Puff. It's probably easier.
Oh, it's a lot. He did mention like you're behind the Puff, but like not always super easy to confirm that. Like,
yeah, I think Cody wants me to be able to recognize any game state that happens and see certain things that should be obvious, like um, like if I'm standing still out of lag and Puff lands directly in front of me to grab it. I do agree. I mean, that is kind of easy stuff that, um, but dash dance grab is a little bit harder than that probably. Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
yeah. Okay, so basically, think of it like this: that there's Puff rips in air, okay, and there are times once you've practiced it a ton. Like I'd say for Cody, right? There are a bunch of times when Puff nairs and he sees the way they're nairing and his brain just like snaps into place, right? And he's like, "Oh, I can grab that." But Cody is not dash dance grabbing every nair that Puff does. The
right.
majority of nairs that Puff does, Cody thinks for a second, maybe I'll grab this. Maybe it's a grab spot, and then disengages because he's not confident enough to grab it. And so I am more inclined that you should be really good at being like, can I grab that? No. And dealing with that situation. Because that's the situation that's going to come up way more often. Like 10 times more often. Puff will do an air, and you look at her drift, and you're like, it's kind of ambiguous. She's drifting back. You know what I mean? Like, that's more often. It's way more often that they do something that's kind of ambiguous than it is that they give you the freest grab. And so rather than, like, focusing big time on, like, when they give you the free grab, I would rather you play really well out of the ungrabbable spots and then eventually just add in the grab in the perfect spot. Because I feel like that would, like, better cover the options that actually come up in the game. Like, I'm not disagreeing with Cody, more so disagreeing on, like, where the focus should be and, like, what order the game should be learned in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm all about making this matchup easy for myself. And then I think that, like, it's like, you make the matchup really easy, and then you deal with the hard parts. Like, I think focusing on the hard parts, like, because clearly what happened here, clearly, was Puff does an air, and in your head you're like, I should be able to grab this, but you're wrong. You know, like, you're wrong, and it's slightly, like, the timing is slightly different from what you expected. I mean, obviously you died from a different thing, but what I'm saying is that, like, you had the thought process, right, of like, can I grab this?
I definitely could have. I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
but
but no. What I'm
my
saying,
dash chances. I think my dash chances. I
right?
mean, earlier he does like two grabs in front of me, and I think that just says something's wrong with my dash dance. Or
It's just like,
yeah,
it's like,
because Cody.
how often is your dash dance going to be perfect? You're reacting to a
Right.
dynamic drift on Jigglypuff's end. Like, she is able to drift very, very quickly. Like,
What about the standing grabs? Because Cody told me if she's able to do that, no, like right before the snare, there were like two standing grabs. Yeah, Cody told me if she's able to do that, then I'm not dash dancing close enough.
yes, yeah, she can get away with that because yeah, exactly, because you're dash dancing too far away. It's what I was saying before, where you're like dash dancing as if she has more range than she does. Because if you were like, yeah, like if you were close enough and she whiffs this grab, then you can get a punish on it. I would say though, like, yeah, like, okay, like, what are you doing over here? Like, I'm just curious, like. So, okay, so you're here. Let's see. So, okay, we whiff that. Okay, so you're dash dancing here. And then she wave dashes back, and you're still dash dancing here, and she whiffs a grab, and then you like actively move further away in your dash dance. Like, what is the purpose of that? You know,
Yeah,
it feels like you are more so focused on making sure that you didn't get hit here than actually looking for vulnerabilities in what the Puff is doing. Like, because if you were looking for vulnerabilities, I feel like you wouldn't have increased your dash dance distance here because you're like, okay, if you grab one more time, I'm going to punish that, you know? But my sort of general perspective on this matchup is just you don't need to punish when Puff makes mistakes. Like I don't
Okay.
like Fox will win the majority of situations for free. So if there's a situation that I don't know that I can win, I am much more inclined to think that the right answer is to be good at disengaging. Like if it's ambiguous, be good at resetting. Because if you win off of the normal even matchup, then like there's no reason to like take this risk. Like, okay, like what would you punish this with? What would you do? Like if you were dash dancing frame perfect and Puff whiffs this second grab and you dash in, what would you do here?
Nah, I just get a grab and I
Okay.
throw back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that really gonna win you the game? You know what I mean?
It's
whereas
good for
like
mental
whereas
if
like if
they're camping like hell, but yeah.
it's just like the point is basically that like if this isn't hitting you, like and your position's not getting worse, eventually you'll have a position where you get an easier punish. And you could just
Yeah.
laser this if you wanted, get like 5 damage, and then you're like, okay, nice. And if she does it again, you get 5 more damage. And now she's at kill percent. Like you
It's
don't.
true.
The only time those super precise punishes matter is actually cleaning up the kill. Like if Puff was at kill percent right here, I would have said that these grabs were disrespectful. Because HBox is like, well, you're not going to actually dash in and punish this, that's fine. But he can do this grab right here because if he grabs you, he kills you. And if he misses a grab, you don't have a punish that actually puts him up to like a killing percent. And so it's way, in my mind, it makes way more sense that like, yeah, he's gonna do this. This is rational. It's not like, man, he's just being so disrespectful. It's like he is in a situation where he can kill you and you can't kill him. But he can't actually like pressure you out of it. So and you have a laser, so you could just gather more percent here, no problem. And if he does it again, you just gather more percent, no problem. That's how Falco has to play like every matchup.
Um okay, we can move on past this I mean I think the game just plays the same way it's been playing.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah. That's why I wasn't too much rushing through it. I think we were mostly needing to just focus on a couple of those issues anyway.
yeah, okay, so now we can look at the YouTube link I posted where
Okay.
I uploaded some very old school recording the screen footage because that's the only footage available. But,
Oh, nice. Got the old school.
yeah. And the Windows Clippy editor thing doesn't let you do slight rotations, so I couldn't correct that. But
You couldn't do. Wait, it doesn't allow what?
the clip champ thing, it only allows 45. Well, if it's like less than a certain amount, it snaps it to perfect for some reason. So I can't do
Ah,
slight rotations.
I see. Okay, so where do you want me to go in this VOD, or just start at the beginning?
Yeah, yeah, I cropped it to the two games that I care
Okay.
about.
And what are your thoughts on this before I take a look at it?
So against Falco, I've been trying to um both look out for the laser patterns, like you said, and also in general across every matchup, I've been trying to think about not throwing out a move most of the time, so that I can get in a better position to and like using my movement so that I can be in better positions when the opponent um does something uh
Mm-hmm.
laggy because they're gonna do something if I'm just close to them and using my movement.
Okay, this
But I
dude.
also I really struggle against lasers. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we talked about it, but like it's like okay, I'm gonna try to power shield it. Then when I don't get the power shield, I kind of short circuit
Hmm.
because it's scary because like I could be close enough to them where they, even if I do get the power shield, this guy likes to F tilt after I power shield, and if I don't get it, then they might be close enough for pressure. I've also really been struggling with. I think I've really been struggling with edge guards, but I think that's
Edge
just
guarding
because.
Falco is kind of a joke. Anyway, I think my the like if there are side platforms, I think Fox actually has a great edge guard on Falco on FD because you can go to ledge and then if Falco side B's to the stage, you ledge dash grab.
Okay.
If he has the side platform, it is a nightmare. I usually say is just 50-50 whether they're going to up B or side B. And just try not to get reversal. Like if you read the up B and you full hop out, then like they die at any percent.
Yeah.
So the up B is like you have a chance to always snipe the up B, which will make them. Some Falcos will up B all the time, and you can just start reading their up B. Like just remember, it's like if you read the up B, they're dead. If you have if you have like a read that they're going to up B, you shouldn't really try to like, oh, I'll stay on stage and then I'll cover the angles of the up B. Like if they're gonna up B, just jump out and shine it.
Yeah.
And if
Side
they
B's the issue.
and if they side B to the stage, you'll be able to get back to the ledge for free during their side B lag. So like full hop shining the up B is not actually like risky, really, in most situations. And then on the side B, you just have to win one mix up without getting reversal. So you can sort of like I'll do like short hop nair. I'll do short hop nair double jab or nair nair jab on stage to sort of cover Falco's side being. And then or I will wave shine turnaround grab edge. I'm a big fan of the wave shine turnaround grab edge because I think that you can't react to it, and like it creates a great mix up with the nairs because you want the nairs facing forward, and then you just like nair nair, and the next edge guard is like nair jab jab, and the next edge guard is like nair wave shine to edge or walk up wave shine to edge. There's a few mixes you can do. Like I like doing you short hop. Like, well, it's not even that good because if you short hop, like you're acting like you're gonna go to ledge, and then you can do like that where you like I'm gonna short hop to the ledge, and you go just kidding double jump back air, which works. But technically, if they were gonna do that, you could grab ledge and then ledge dash grab their side B to stage. So maybe that one's not the best. I think the most important rule is just not get reversal. Like, it's kind of like, okay, Falco either side Bs to the stage, in which case walling aerial would beat it, or he side Bs to the ledge, in which case going to the ledge would beat it, or he up Bs, in which case jumping out would beat it. And as long as you don't get reversal, 1 out of 3 kills is not that bad. It's kind of how I think about it.
Yeah, it's not that bad unless they're some Falcos get the edge guard on me like every single time, and that's what
That
makes
will
it feel
happen,
like.
yes. Like that is like the Falco edge guard on Fox is stronger than Fox's edge guard on Falco for sure. Like they will have a higher edge guard rate than you when everything is said and done.
Okay, so I just have to win everything else.
The difference comes about in neutral mostly in that Fox can kill off of anything. Like you just randomly get a shine or a drill or something and Falco can get blown up from any position. Whereas Falco actually needs like a setup in most cases to actually get like a good combo on Fox. Falco either needs like a beautiful setup or like a reversal. And most Falcos just rely heavily on the reversal.
Oh yeah.
But like Fox can kill out of like a rando hit way easier than Falco does. And so I think on average Fox gets more combos and therefore kind of like more edge guard attempts a lot of times.
Okay.
Even if the neutral, like the real neutral is even, Fox will just get way more random. Like, oop, okay, I got my tech chase. Time to like big combo you.
All right.
And it's like, okay. And then you hit him off stage and go for the edge guard, and if it misses, that's fine. You just kind of go back to neutral. It's the exact opposite of the Ditto, where the Ditto is like a very systematic edge guard, and it's more about how well you can like limit their options as you like, as Josh calls it, babysitting them. Like the Ditto is very much like a babysitting type of edge guard, and Falco Fox is much more like you can babysit and just do safe stuff, and then like essentially be like, I'm gonna cover your options, and they're like, no you're not, it's a mix up, and then you're like, yeah you're right, you eventually do a mix, like you wall nair on stage or something, and they upbeat a ledge, and you go okay, and then you nair and they upbeat a ledge again, and then the third time you jump out and shine them, and like okay, that's it. But like if they get like if they win the mix up, they're just gonna recover every time. There's no way for you to be like, well they, except on FD. On FD, I think Fox has a guaranteed edge guard on Falco. It's a very, very rough because of the ledge dash. Almost guaranteed. Basically, Falco can cancel side beat a ledge, and then Fox has to read the ledge dash, and that's all he's got. Other than that, it's basically guaranteed. But if you are missing the Falco and you're trying to edge guard them, pay more attention to their habits. Don't try to like react better. I think that's kind of like a fool's errand.
Alright.
With the lasers are just complicated, man. It's hard to like describe laser neutral. But what I will say is that you're not, from what I've seen so far in the first few seconds of this VOD, the attacks you are doing out of laser don't actually make sense. So like, take laser, you do, okay, ignoring that one. Yeah, like, this didn't make sense. I know this was a power shield down air. You're not going to hit him with this power shield down air. Power shield down air should be reserved only for when you have a run set up. Like running power shield short hop down air, one of Fox's best moves in the matchup. And this is what I would say in general, if somebody is really struggling with lasers, is try to get the Falco to let you get a running power shield. And this is just all I do, man. Like, unless I am playing like the best Falcos that have ever done it, and even if I am, I will just run away, get really far away, and then run at them. And if they allow me to get into the run state, like when I am playing the Falco, my mission, as Falco I'm saying, my mission is to not let Fox get a running power shield on me. And if Fox ever gets into a run and he is getting close to me, I will do something like laser full hop. And I will just get out of the way. Because Fox's running power shield is that powerful. And like, I think that is like a major piece of the matchup that most Foxes are missing, is they're too focused on the fact that they're dash dancing and getting lasered, and not like, okay, I'm dash dancing and getting lasered, and so I dashed away, and then I gotta run in and I got a power shield and hit him.
Yeah, the reason I do this downer is because he's been take laser F tilting like my power shield wave dash, and
F tilt.
So I was, yeah.
It's just, what does that do? It just does nothing.
Right, but it's like, why would I play neutral to take percent? It feels like I have to, like, if I'm gonna get a power shield, I have to. It shouldn't be.
By the way, if Falco F tilts your shield, you can wave shine. You can wave dash out shine.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, he probably just doesn't know that. Like, laser F tilt is specifically really bad against Fox because he can just shine you.
Okay, I'll try that next
There
time.
might be certain, like, barely tip spacing of the F tilt or something where you can't get it, but, like, F tilt's just bad. Like, honestly. Like, if you shield the F tilt, you can either wave shine out or wave dash out shine, or you can just drill out of shield, like, on reaction to the F tilt. You don't need to, like, stuff the F tilt or something with this drill. The other laser pattern I wanted to share with you, beside the running power shield, is like full hopping over one laser, empty landing, and then doing dash JC shine or dash shield. That is like that's like my big chump check right now that works on everybody. It was working on Mango a bunch earlier this year too.
Jump over a laser and then
Like
dash
full
jump
hop
Daisy
over a
Shine.
laser, but basically you full hop over the first laser, and then they see you full hop over it, and they go for an approaching high laser, but like, or just approaching laser in general. But I've just already empty landed, and then I just dash JC Shine underneath the second laser before it comes out. I just get everybody with that, like over and over.
I see.
It's like a really good mix. And I think that basically I have these tricks to get past laser that are like really well thought out. And typically what I'm seeing is that your tricks to get past laser, like we'll look at it at the next one, they don't super line up. So you end up attacking, but not in a spot where like it's relevant. Like, okay, like I think going for this back air was kind of crazy too. I don't really get what you were going after here. You were just like hoping they dashed into it pretty much. It's kind of just like a chump check. Not that bad from you, assuming you don't really respect them.
Oh, it's just Cody told me I'm missing the level 1s against Falco, and one of the level 1s is the back air because it's really tough for them.
You're missing the level 1s for sure, and I agree that you are somewhat missing the back air, but that's not the right one. I'm trying to think of how to describe what is the right one. Okay, yeah. Look, this is the perfect example where you went full babysitter mode. You're basically edge guarding as if this is the Ditto. But from this position, you should essentially be like, he's gonna side B and I'm gonna back air him, or I'm about to dash dance full hop shine. And you should have made your decision already at this point. There should be no thought after this point, essentially. I'm being a little rough with it. Maybe you could babysit him till he's like here. But like essentially, like if I am edge guarding Falco here, I have already made up my mind which edge guard I'm going to do. And a big part of the reason for that is that the Falco's already made up their mind. Like as the Falco here, I already know whether I'm going to up B or side B. I'm not waiting to react to anything. Falco can't like auto sweet spot out of side B. He has already decided which one he's going to do. And low-key, this is a pretty awkward range to side B. So if I was the Fox here, I would probably just sit here acting like I'm going to back air and then dash back, dash and full hop. And I would have gotten the shine right here. And not something that I get it every time, right? But like, you want to just kind of look at the pre-existing factors and determine and then make your read. Because right here, you're like, oh, I'll react to the side B if he side B's to the platform. And then I will react low, I guess, if he goes low, but you're not going to get it. You know what I mean? Like, you're just going to miss way more often. I want another laser situation to come up because you were not... There's something missing in the way that your like brain processes laser timing. I think you're not seeing it from Falco's perspective accurately enough. That's my guess. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's like if you try to find holes, like you shouldn't be trying to find holes in between the lasers. You should be using a laser to find a hole in the next laser. And I know that's a little bit vague, but like essentially, like if we're here, right, and we're like, okay, like I'm getting stuck by a ton of lasers, and Falco's just lasering in place, and now he approached the center, and now you're still lasering. I think this is fine. Like I probably would have gone to the platform by now most of the time, and not take this damage, but it really doesn't matter. Like you're at a percent where these lasers don't matter at all. Okay, here's the critical point. You go for this full hop, and this is my guess, it feels like you're expecting this full hop to be the end of the interaction. Versus, like, what you should be doing is, like, I have done this full hop, and I am about to win the next interaction, right here. Like, you should be like, I'm about to win this interaction. You should already be running in here and maybe naring him out of this next laser. That would be, like, an example, kind of like, how to win a laser position. You don't, like, when he's doing these lasers, objectively, I have proven it using frame data, you can't attack him there. You know what I mean? Like, he's safe. So you need to figure out a way to, like, make it awkward. You can jump here, and you can threaten from here. Or you can do what you did and wait it out and then full hop over him. But this drill is not how you are going to open him up. This is like the thing I want you to understand the most right here. Is that, like, fighting Falco is not take laser, take laser, take laser, take laser, take laser, full hop drill, and then I hit him. It's never gonna work. Except against the worst Falcos ever. You want to do take laser, take laser, take laser, take laser, weird full hop, win immediately the next situation, because, like, okay, I talk about this with the Falcos, the first laser of establishing laser control. Falco does, so here we go. No laser control, he hits the laser. Falco now has laser control, and he is guaranteed a second laser. Second laser is out. You chose to not approach, which is totally fine. He is now guaranteed a third laser. Third laser comes out, you aren't close enough to punish, he's guaranteed a fourth laser. This just, like, literally happens every time. This is out, he's guaranteed a fifth laser. He sees the opportunity because he's like, man, this fox is not coming in, right? So the Falco's like, all right, time to approach with this laser. And I think a scrubby mindset here would be like, oh, I should have read this approaching laser with, like, an up smash or something. And it's like, no, you're not going to be able to do that. That's not where you win the interaction unless you're just, you know, praying for an opening. So Falco does this. You move back. He's guaranteed another laser. He's guaranteed another laser. And that's why I usually jump earlier than this, like a full hop. I think you're holding back on the full hop because you're afraid of, like, pulling the trigger too early. But full hopping...
So you told me to get forward jump trajectory with my jump and not do it in place. Yeah.
And I think this was great. This full hop was great. I'm saying you could have probably thrown out this full hop a little earlier. It doesn't matter, though. You didn't really need to take all these lasers. But you could have... But the point is, when you do this full hop, what just happened? I need you to tell me what's the difference between... Okay, jump. This position, right here, where you're getting lasered, and now he jumps past you, right here, this position. What's the difference? What's the biggest difference here?
Well, he decided to do an approaching laser the same time I decided to...
Which happens all the time. Cool. I'm saying, like, from this exact position, what is happening here?
Oh, you mean just, like, he's shooting a laser to the left, and
I'm but, like, what's different from this position, like right here, to this position?
He's it's kind of, I mean, by the time I get close enough, it's I can
okay, so wait, let me help you out a little bit. When he's here, when he lands this laser, what begins when he lands this laser?
The next laser.
Laser control, right? Yeah. So he has gained laser control with this first laser. So the usage of the full hop, the usage of your movement, is not to hit Falco while he has laser control. The goal is to move in a way that takes away his laser control, causing him to drop like 3 tiers on the tier list, and then winning that interaction, because you create a mix-up where he can either try to keep you away with like a back air in place or something, or an up tilt or a down air in place, or he can try to re-attain laser control. So the difference between this is laser control. He has laser control. He has laser control. He no longer has laser control, but you're the same distance as before, which means you're guaranteed the ability to dash in and threaten him. Right here. Because he just lost laser control. So he has to regain laser control to be in an advantage neutral state. He missed this laser, which is going to happen all the time if Fox is dash dance full hopping in good ways. He whiffs this laser. And now what happens is he doesn't have laser control at all. He's so vulnerable. Like this whole window right here. Like, essentially he has to play a 50-50 right here. After this, he has to play a 50-50 of, do I throw out a move in place? If you're a really bad Falco, after this down air, you just short hop down or approach the center. But we all know how to beat that by just full hopping in place. But they're not gonna do that if they're good. So if they're bad, so if they're good, they just lost laser control. They can either try to attack right here to wall you out, or they can reestablish laser control, and that is a 50-50. Because either, let's say, out of this position, you dash in and do a pressure, and you dash dance like this, and then they whiff an aerial in place, you're going to get a drill grab or something like that there. You're going to get a full hop, wave land off platform, up air. You're going to get something if they try to, or even a dash dance grab, if they try to wall you out. Right? That is like an option that could happen. If they try to wall here with an aerial, you can move around it and then hit them. Pretty standard. And their other option is to try to reestablish laser control, which is technically like the smarter option, but it's also more vulnerable to a direct attack. So look at all this time right here of like, okay, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're so safe. You broke laser control, you are safe to pressure here or attack, and it's a 50-50, but it's like a 50-50 where like if you decided to dash dance threateningly here, his options are reestablish laser control, aka reset the same thing you guys were just doing, or throw out a move and potentially get whiff punished. And so if you
laser control, it's when they're halfway through the startup of shooting an X laser when the laser's already hitting you. That's the difference between.
No, laser control is when the laser hits you at a distance such that the second laser is guaranteed. Such that he can shoot a second laser and you won't be able to punish because the first laser is hitting you.
Right.
That's like
no first laser. There's no laser control.
Yes, the laser control only starts after the first laser hits you specifically. And so a lot of times this matchup is like getting hit with a laser, do a tricky movement to avoid laser control, and then play a mix-up or play a safe pressure on Falco trying to reestablish laser control. That is like what you really want to be trying to hit him for. You don't want to be trying to hit him out of laser control because you're playing like a 30-70 matchup or something.
Right. That makes sense.
And I think that's like the critical misunderstanding that I'm kind of seeing here with how the lasers work. I feel like I explained it really well, actually. It's kind of hard to explain sometimes. And look, this is what happened here, is laser control got broken. Falco actually messes up a laser here with this high one, and he goes, "Whoop, that wasn't laser control," and so he just double jumps away to be like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!" But like, I gotta keep myself safe, right? Now there's no laser control, no laser control. This is what I'll do. This is like a perfect example of how I would play this spot. Is okay. He misses laser control. He double jumps, does this down air. What I'm going to do right here immediately is do a little dash dance and then run in and try to get a laser power shield on him. Trying to reestablish laser control. And you do the jump, which is fine. No laser control is happening. No laser control is happening. No laser... Look, you attacked him. He didn't have laser control, and because of that, your attack hit him. That's simple. He needs to...
That down air that he just got me with is...
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that down air. Like... This was just like a... You know, how often do you, as Fox, double jump shine your opponent here? Not that often, right? Like, it's just not... It's kind of negligible. I wouldn't worry about it. Like, if he does this down air and you just full hopped instead, you know, which is a pretty common option here, or went to ledge immediately, he's just dead in most cases. So this was just like a crazy, like, I'll kill us both, I'm crazy read that, like,
okay.
I feel like you going for the short hop to ledge here is the mistake, because like you should have either short hop back aired here or grabbed ledge earlier in my mind anyway, or full hopped. But it's really negligible.
Okay.
I also think take laser shine is really good. You might be underrating that a little bit. Hey, look at... I can explain to you why this situation went well for you. the situation went well for you because he doesn't have laser control. And so you're like, oh, okay, I can make this read that he's going to go vertically because he wants to get around me and get to a spot where he has laser control. Right here, look at this. Look how strong this feels. And it feels super strong because he doesn't have a laser out. This was the classic error of, like, Fox drill is just the best move in the game.
Yeah.
And Nair is extremely overrated and bad in most cases. It's kind of funny.
I just thought like he'd stay in shield, so it's like okay, well I need a shield pressure move. But
Drill works on Falco shield, by the way. In order to shine out a shield drill, Falco has to hit multiple frame perfect inputs in a row. And
really?
yeah. It's because he has a 5-frame jump squat. If you actually go into training mode and you try to shine out a shielded drill and not the same drill every time, like if you set up a replay of Fox doing the same drill that hits your shield the exact same number of times and lands on the exact same frame, then yeah, you can do it. But like,
just Poppy used to hit me, shine out shield me every time.
well, that means your shine is slow. It means either your shine is slow, you were doing the world's most predictable fast fall timing.
I do know I have a slow shine. I have a bad habit of
like it just has to be. Like if you look at the frame data, you'll see how insanely hard it is. But it's really easy to. I don't blame you for it. I was also under the same impression for a long time, and it's because drill shine is so horrendously bad against Fox that when Falco like shines you out of it a couple times, you're like, oh yeah, of course he can shine too. You know, but it's just not true. He actually Fox can do like drill shine drill fade back pressure on Falco shield, and it's really good. Really, really good.
All right.
If the Falco actually does shine you out of shield there, you can just be like, oh, they like crazy read me and they did 3 frame perfect inputs. And it's like, if they're doing that, they kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
Like overall, you're going to have if you drill Falco shield as Fox, you're at a massive advantage. The majority of the time it's advisable for Falco to buffer a roll there. Like honestly.
All right. It feels weird writing it down, but I'll drill Falco's shield.
Yeah, drill is like the best move in the game against Falco, probably. Except for Marth Fair, I guess. Good up smash. Ooh. I see, yeah. That was just like a crazy random read.
Yeah, he just empty landed and...
Yeah, so like you have these down, right? Where Falco's lasering you and then he gives you a bad opening or like a bad approach from his end. So this is great. This is great to do if the Falco will give it to you. It's when they aren't giving it to you and they just keep lasering that you need to implement the like throw him out of laser control then pressure type of deal. But I think it's not. You don't look like awful in the matchup. It just looks like you don't know what Falco is afraid of. Like at all. Like as the Falco, they're like, oh, I sure hope the Fox doesn't like move around my lasers like this. And you're just like, what if I moved around the lasers in the way that like the Falco's loved? And you're not the only one who does it. The majority of Foxes move around lasers. Oh, this was good, right? Like you move around. No laser control has been established. This snare works. This snare works. If the Falco shoots the perfect laser height, it breaks to even. And if they shoot it wrong, then you get the nair off. Not too bad. But I sort of just want to emphasize of like, yeah, like right here. Yeah, okay, look at this. Right here. Look at this. This is perfect. Falco does this. You full hop. Falco goes underneath you. Instead of this short hop shine, if you landed in center, because right here you're fighting like a very even neutral situation, right? You're looking for a way to get an advantage. If Falco does this and you short hop over this and landed in center, you are at like a 65-35 neutral because Falco is in the corner and he doesn't have laser control and you're close to him. Like, that's the type of situation you want to create, because then, like, what does he do here? He does this, you could have killed him out of that, you know? Because he doesn't have laser control. He needs to set it up. It's like a weaker position for him to need laser control than to have it.
Mhm.
Okay, so the short hop off the side plat, and then just empty land, and then dash in is actually so good. Okay, bro. The optimism part of Falco's brain was too strong there. Okay, Falco gets a big read. Happens. Okay, great idea there. I actually really like that dash into the corner going for the drill on the down air. That was like really good idea. Yeah. Okay, like right here. Try this. When you're stuck here, try short hopping over this laser into the center. Like, just short hop and land in the center here. Very good strategy. Because you're essentially forcing him to not have laser control, right? Like, if you're here and you jump over this laser into center, laser control is gone. He needs to reestablish.
How come he's not shooting another laser immediately? Like, because then if I do land, then he can get a laser at a good spot.
It's not that good of a spot. If he wins the mix up and does another immediate laser here and you short hop to center, it's a break even. You could go back to the side plat if you want.
Okay.
Classic drill on shield. Fox wins. Fox just always wins drill on shield. It's very upsetting as a Falco player. Very upsetting, actually. Okay, crazy movement. Falco just got in there really hard there. Okay. That was good. I actually like that. I like that movement from you. Okay.
I'm just playing...
You're not... bruh. Okay, if Falco doesn't have laser control, you are the big guy. You gotta remember that. Like if you are right here, and Falco doesn't have laser control on you, you need to be pressuring. I'm not saying you need to jump in and hit him, but you need, like, your mind needs to be in the mode that you are at an advantage. Like, I think this full hop is clearly to catch Falco short hop aerialing at you. Just kind of just like a please be bad type of full hop. It's not that bad, but like it's fine. But like I'm just like look. You successfully use the platforms right here. He doesn't have laser control. Like, this is Dash Dance Aerial versus Dash Dance Aerial. Fox wins that 8 out of 10 times. Like, you successfully avoid his lasers right here. You see that? Like, he's trying to laser you to get you caught. You avoid the lasers and you're on the ground. It's time to pressure. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to, like, it's right here too. He shoots one laser and you're like, okay, I'll dash. And this is why I tell people to dash dance out of lasers so much as Fox, is because a lot of Falcos will laser dash dance. And if Falco does laser dash dance and you take laser dash dance, you already won the interaction. You're not guaranteed to win, but you have upped your odds a considerable amount. Like, yeah, this was kind of an example of what I was talking about, where you can jump over a laser and then be in his face. But I would have done empty land and then dash JC Shine here out of this spot. Like, jump over it and then boom. Not even dash JC Shine. You could have just Shine there. But yeah, basically, in conclusion, and that was fine. But this, like, when this happens, don't be like, oh, I'm bad. Be like, oh. The only thing maybe is that you telegraphed going to ledge a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad of an edge guard. Okay. Yeah, good. I feel like sometimes you play well against Falco without a laser out, and then other times you're like, I'm gonna wait for him to get his laser started, and then I'll worry about it. And like, Not that you need to go in there, but like I need to see you mentally like, oh, he doesn't have laser control. I'm gonna pressure, even if nothing comes out of it. You know?
So the instance you pointed out, it felt like if I did like jump over a laser in empty land, if he does decide to shoot next laser, then it's already out if I try to dash JC shine. Like it feels like I, the laser's already out if I jump over one and with the mindset to dash JC shine the next one.
Well, you can dash JC on the next one if you're approaching lasers. If he stays in place, it just resets.
Yeah. That's the problem, right? If he's staying in place, then any jump I do over a laser will, if he shoots another laser, it's just basically keep resetting unless I threaten hitting directly above him with the jump, right?
It's essentially like creating a threat for option A and then being safe from other things that happen. Just like if you take laser and did a dash back. You're creating a position where if he does aerial in, you can hit him, and if not, you're safe.
I see.
That's most of the positioning you're going to be doing. But yeah, I think this was... overall, I feel like I was explaining stuff pretty well today. I do think this matchup is abstract in neutral, and it's like a little bit tricky. But I think if you look at it under the perspective of like Falco getting laser control and then playing out of it, and then like you disrupting the laser control and how Falco tries to reestablish it or tries to defend himself after losing laser control, I think it'll help you start putting it together better. That's my hope.
Oh wait, if I jump into him and he throws a laser, it doesn't reset. Then he has a laser on me, no?
It reset. Well, it's at a range where he can't guarantee a hit after the laser hits you.
So
he does get laser control, but you can just leave again.
So you're saying not to, when I jump over a laser, not to intend to jump right onto where he was.
Yeah. No,
But,
you're not trying to jump onto Falco. You're trying to jump somewhat close to Falco. Like maybe a distance where fade back short hop drill would, like dash in fade, like a half distance short hop would hit or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. I've always tried to aim it at them.
That's what I was kind of saying. Yeah, like when you do your move, you're like, I'm trapped in laser control. Like you're trying to go from laser control in like getting laser controlled into hitting him. Whereas you should be doing getting laser controlled into break laser control into pressure, which sometimes leads to you hitting him.
So why should he ever not just shoot another laser if like he'll be able to see, right, that I jump, I can only land a little bit in front of him. Why would he ever not shoot the next laser?
Well, he might have been trying to approaching laser.
Right, yeah. But what if he doesn't?
What if he just shoots the next laser in place?
Yeah.
Then it breaks.
What if that's just his mindset?
What's up?
What if that's just like his mindset to always be shooting lasers in place?
Most of the time, that would be a position where you took the laser at a distance where he doesn't have a guaranteed second laser. Like, you know, the double laser in place distance. Have you watched my YouTube video?
No, but I get what you mean.
Have you watched that YouTube video? About the double laser
Falco
range?
beats Fox, or no? Oh, I might have.
Okay, I would suggest that you watch it again.
So how do you, I mean, what we talked about was just, okay, if there's platforms, then try to land on the platform above where he's shooting the lasers, and that's how you get him to stop trying to just shoot lasers from under there. But, right, because I'm trying to think about how to get him to do anything else, or how to threaten his spot. I have to do one or the other.
You threaten his spot if you're saying if he's just fully committed to just lasering in place over and over, right?
Yeah.
You threaten his position by dashing into a laser that is like getting hit by a laser at a distance where you can hit him. Like, imagine you dashed in and did take laser, and he did another laser in place, and you dash in up smashed it, or you dash in, shield the laser, shine out of shield, or you dash in JC shine, or you take the laser and then you full hop, and if he does the second laser, you would get a fast fall drill, and if he doesn't, you double jump away.
You want me to vary landing right in front of him with a little bit more in front of him, that way, because if I'm land right in front of him every time, then he'll know he has advantage because his laser's gonna hit.
It's not right in front of him. You want to be like, you want to land like just outside of chic forward tilt range.
Okay. And I see.
Like, you want to land at this range where it's just kind of awkward if he wants to reach out and get you. But if he doesn't, like, Fox is much better at reaching out to get the opponent. And so he's automatically put on the back foot.
Okay. And that's just the best position to land in front of him.
Yeah, you always just want to land at, like, the distance where, like, you're close enough, like, you're close enough to pressure him, but he's not close enough to pressure you, essentially, because you're the faster character.
Yeah,
and it's not like a guaranteed dub in that position. Like, if you land at that distance and then you dash back out of it and he approaching lasers, he'll hit you.
Yeah.
But that is like, he would have to read you like twice to hit that.
He would have to read me twice, but I still have to make a offensive decision.
Yes, but you've put him in a spot where he can't guarantee, like, you know what I'm talking about, where, like, if you do an offensive option out of laser control, he has an algorithm that allows him to create a situation where if you try to attack him out of laser control, it will either break to even or he will hit you. But if you land in close, you create a situation where you could technically leave. You can always dash away full hop. He can't ever punish dash away full hop. It's like guaranteed safe forever ever. So you could technically leave, but if you want to play the mix-up, you can force him to play it. He doesn't have a guaranteed way to keep himself safe from your mix-ups once you land that close.
I understand.
The closest he's got is full hop, which is why I'm a big full hop guy. Like, I just laser around until Fox gets a pressure or breaks my laser control. I'll full hop out of the way, and it's not perfect, but I'll get out of the way. I'll reset using the platforms, try to establish laser control, and it becomes a battle between me re-establishing good laser control and them breaking out of the laser control, trying to pressure me escaping from their pressure, and trying to get the lasers out again. Very even matchup.
I see. That makes sense. I'll try it. Yeah, I guess play Sky tomorrow, so I'll try it.
Okay. And do you have any additional questions? We're a little bit over time. We could try to go and just finish the half hour out, or we could end it now. It's up to you.
Oh no, I don't have any extra questions. We're
okay.
Good.
All right. Well,
watch
then.
This Warriors game. Yeah.
What was that?
I have to watch this Warriors game.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I think this was actually a mad productive lesson. If anything, you should rewatch my YouTube video, the double laser in place YouTube video. Like, I can link it to you. Falco double laser in place. Oh, is it even gonna come up? Fiction.
Fiction, yeah.
Yes, this one.
There you go.
I'll even like link it to you. You should watch this video because this is what the Falcos are thinking.
Okay.
And so if you know what the Falcos are thinking, it'll just give you a lot of more perspective on like how to deal with the lasers, I think.
Oh my god, look at YouTube change the like and dislike.
What's up?
Look at the thumbs up and down. Those are so ugly.
I gave up on caring about stuff like that a long time ago. They can do whatever they want to the stupid interface. They're always gonna ruin it. At least now we have these. Like, at least we have the chapter view and stuff like that. That's hype.
Alright.
But all right, good talking with you, man. Let me know how
Yeah.
it goes. Let me know if you have any notes or thoughts and stuff.
Sure.
And yeah, hope you have a good night.
You too. Later.